Here's a psychology fact you're not ready for. People don't actually hate BMW drivers because of how they drive. They hate them because of what BMW represents in their mind. And if you've ever wondered why the internet turned BMW owners into the official villains of the road, the answer isn't as simple as they drive aggressively. There's a deeper psychological mechanism happening behind the scenes, one that affects every car culture, every brand, and every stereotype you hear online. To understand this, you need to know what psychologists call behavioral projection. Projection is when people attach their own insecurities, frustrations, or hidden desires onto others. And BMW drivers, or at least the image of a BMW driver, became the perfect target. BMWs have always been associated with confidence, performance, status, and a bit of arrogance. They're loud, they're fast, they're aggressive by design. Whether you like it or not, when a BMW pulls up next to you, it demands your attention. And that triggers comparison. People ask themselves, often subconsciously, is this person richer than me? More confident? More successful? More reckless? Most people don't realize this, but the stereotype didn't start because BMW drivers were actually worse than others. It started because BMWs are more visible. They stand out, and your brain pays more attention to things that stand out. This brings us to negativity bias. Your brain remembers negative events much more strongly than positive ones. If a random Toyota driver cuts you off, you forget it instantly. But if a BMW driver does it, your brain says, exactly, that's what BMW drivers do. One negative moment becomes a permanent category in your mind. It becomes a shortcut, fast, lazy thinking. And because BMWs often appear fast or aggressive even when driven normally, any mistake becomes amplified. Another layer of this stereotype comes from design psychology. Humans judge personality through visuals, even when they don't realize it. The sharp headlights, the wide stance, the aggressive grille, the sporty proportions. Before you ever see the driver, your brain already assigns traits: confident, dominant, impulsive, risk-taking, maybe even rude. The car itself acts like a filter. Your brain automatically matches the car's design traits to the assumed personality of the person behind the wheel. BMWs look fast even when parked, and that visual language changes how you interpret the driver's behavior. But what really made this stereotype explode is the internet. One BMW doing something stupid gets millions of views. It becomes a meme, a trend, a joke everyone repeats. Meanwhile, the millions of good, respectful BMW owners, invisible. Psychologists call this availability bias. We assume something is common simply because we see it often, even if it's extremely rare. The truth is simple. For every reckless BMW driver, there are thousands of reckless drivers in other brands. But nobody makes memes about reckless Kias or reckless Hyundais. It doesn't fit the narrative. Now here's the part people rarely admit. A lot of the hate toward BMW drivers comes from status envy. BMW sits in a psychological category called aspirational ownership. It's a brand many people want but can't afford yet. Not as expensive as a Porsche, but not cheap enough to be considered normal. So when someone sees a BMW, the brain triggers an uncomfortable question. How did he get that? Why do they have that and I don't? Instead of dealing with that feeling, the brain looks for reasons to attack the owner. BMW drivers are arrogant. BMW drivers are entitled. BMW drivers think they're better. It becomes easier to hate the stereotype than confront personal insecurity. There's also a cultural layer. BMW has a reputation as the driver's car. Rear-wheel drive, sporty steering, performance tuning. People expect BMW owners to push limits. So when someone already believes a BMW driver is aggressive, every small movement looks aggressive. Every small mistake confirms the stereotype. Every acceleration feels like attitude. That's confirmation bias. You see what you expect to see. And here's the truth nobody wants to hear. BMW drivers aren't worse than anyone else. They're not more aggressive. They're not more reckless. They're just more memorable. And memorable behavior, whether good or bad, gets exaggerated. So how do you break the stereotype? Start by judging the driver, not the badge. Because stereotypes say more about the people who believe them than the people they're about. The next time you see a BMW, forget what the internet trained your brain to think. Look at how the person actually drives. That's where the truth is.